The 7 continents that make up Earth are vast and diverse in wildlife, culture, and climate. The biggest threat you are to come across in Africa is very different to the largest threat in North America or Australia. In today's post, we're going to share with you what we believe to be the deadliest creature of each continent and why. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. Starting first with North America, the deadliest creature is surprisingly the deer. It may seem like these docile, non-aggressive mammals may seem to be of little to no threat to you, and in fact that deer are threatened by humans as a result of overhunting. However, deer cause accidents not in how they relate to humans, but in how they relate to human travel. Deer have a bad tendency to jump in front of moving cars, causing vehicle collisions and sometimes direct death or injury as a result of its body breaking through the windshield and crushing the driver and passenger. Driving in forested areas with a high presence of deer can be dangerous not just because of reckless drivers that may be around the corner, but because a deer might jump in front of you and just stare at you. Number 2, South America. With the Amazon rainforest and other large national parks still not completely explored by humans, there are tons of creepy critters hiding just waiting to be discovered. South America has tons of dangerous snake species, with snake bites being a massive problem. There are a reported 70,000 snake bite cases every single year, but this number is likely severely underreported as a result of many people not seeking medical attention or medical institutions failing to count these snake bite cases. The nation of Brazil alone has 26,000 to 29,000 reported snakebite cases every year, with at least 0.42% of these cases being fatal. This amounts to between 100 to 200 deaths per year from snake bites in Brazil alone. Africa. Africa also is filled with large untamed beasts and fierce predators that you would not wish to come face to face with. Large predators such as the lion or cheetah could turn a happy day of sightseeing into your last day before you even realize what's happening. What may surprise you though is that hippopotamuses are the mammals to take the cake for Africa. Hippos are 2 times deadlier than lions and actually the deadliest mammal on Earth right after humans when speaking directly in terms of a strict attack between the human and the animal. While we have named snakes and hippos to be among the deadliest creatures in South America and Africa respectively, it should be noted that technically speaking, the deadliest creature is mosquitoes for both continents and in fact Asia as well. Mosquitoes help to spread deadly diseases through blood transmission. Diseases such as malaria cause millions of cases every year, as well as an unbelievably high death toll in the hundreds of thousands every single year. Besides mosquitoes, Asia also has a wide range of deadly creatures, including snakes, sharks, elephants when they're aggressive, and giant Asian hornets. However, one particular creature known as the Komodo Dragon takes the cake as one of the most likely to kill you if you are to come into contact with it. These creatures are fierce, strong, and aggressive. If you are lucky to walk away from a fight alive, a small bite is still likely to lead to severe infection that must be treated immediately if you are able to survive as a result of the toxic proteins secreted from their mouths. Now, we must admit here that in recent history, Komodo dragons have been far from the deadliest creature in terms of annual fatalities. However, it is one of the most dangerous and Asia unique animals that you could die if you come into contact with. Europe. With a large portion of Europe being turned into cities and human paradises, there's little room for large national parks and wildlife like the rest of the world. Hundreds of years has forced the deadlier creatures onto the outskirts or into extinction. However, a few beasts still remain. Bears, while restricted to the northern regions for the most part, are some of the deadliest animals in Europe. In fact, there's even a Norwegian settlement far up in the north that has such an extreme danger from polar bears that it is required to carry a gun for protection if you live there. Besides polar bears, brown bears can also be found across Europe and have equally the ability to kill, though they're probably less likely to attack than a polar bear. Regardless, though, of what kind of bear you are facing, black, brown, or polar bear, fighting is almost always futile, as these creatures are more enormous than you, but also faster if you try to run away. It really is not a good idea to encounter a bear. Australia. Home to the kangaroo, all kinds of spiders, and other unique wildlife, Australia is in many ways a Wild West with creatures that can't be found anywhere else in the entire world. In fact, Australia even fought a war against emus and lost. We'll make a video on that later, so make sure you're subscribed and follow our YouTube channel to hear this grand tale. Australia was a hard one to research, to be honest, mainly because there are so many different stereotypes and preconceived notions people had about the deadliest creature in Australia. From what we could find, jellyfish, specifically the box jellyfish, are the most deadly if you were to encounter one, with a sting causing cardiac arrest or a heart attack within minutes, causing your death. Bees and stinging insects are also very high on this list, as Australia has many of them, and many humans are allergic to these creatures. According to an official report we found though, technically speaking in terms of annual deaths, dogs, cows, and horses were among the deadliest animals as a result of attacks, accidents, falling, and vehicular accidents. Antarctica. If you ever make it to Antarctica, it's unlikely that you'll be afraid of any of the wildlife. The frigid temperatures and hostile climate will be your first biggest concern. It is the same extreme cold that prevents many large, deadly creatures from even living in Antarctica. In terms of direct risk to humans, leopard seals are likely your biggest threat. Like bears, your fists would do little against these large animals. A marine biologist was also killed by a leopard seal in 2003 for reasons we're not sure of. Orcas, among the largest creatures on Earth, could also be considered one of the most dangerous. However, them messing with humans is a very rare occasion. There are all kinds of wild animals and pests that can lead to injury, death, and home damage if they are to get inside of your home or in contact with you. We at Wildlife X Team International specialize in safe and responsible removal of wildlife and pests in your home. If you think that you have a wildlife or pest infestation problem, contact us before the issue gets worse or dangerous. Give us a call at 855-WILDLIFE or visit wildlifexteam.com for more information. Thank you so much, and be sure to subscribe for new content.
Having trouble with wildlife in your home or office? Wildlife X Team is your solution to get rid of the raccoons, bats, rats, and snakes. Having a professional team, we offer both residential and commercial animal removal methods by using innovative and integrated techniques. Our services include animal trapping, dead animal removal, nuisance wild animal control, and animal capture. What are you waiting for? To get 24/7 service, call us at 855-WILDLIFE for an affordable solution for your nuisance wildlife issues.